Whoa! I've just been sent an incredible website by my editor Kai. In front of me, you can see a very cool looking globe with all of the countries visible. But guess what? If I click this, we are shown the most famous person in not just every country, but also every state, every city, every town, every village. So we can see Amelia Earhart, followed by Eminem in neighboring towns. And if we zoom out, we can see so many different famous people who were all born in these different regions within the US. Selena Gomez, Bill Clinton, Jared Leto. This website is incredible. I am really excited to browse through it and have a look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the names so it just goes back to geographical names. And I want to see, can we predict some of the most famous people in each country? So England or United Kingdom, I'm going to guess Queen Elizabeth II. Surely she's number one. Next is Ireland. So it's tricky because it's not just recent times, it's all of history. All I can think of for Ireland is Bono, but I think that's probably going to be wrong. I'm assuming Portugal will be Ronaldo. Austria, probably Adolf Hitler, maybe Albert Einstein. I know that Israel, that's got to be Jesus. Surely there is nobody more famous than Jesus globally. Most famous person from Sweden, maybe someone from ABBA, but I don't know their names. Most famous person from the entirety of the United States, who would that be? Barack Obama is definitely going to be most famous person from Hawaii. We could have Michael Jackson maybe as number one. I don't know. We'll have a look. So if I zoom out really far, it should show me. So I go to all and Donald Trump. It was a president. So I can actually click Donald Trump and you can see he's notability rank number 2. So presumably Jesus is going to be number 1. So yeah, there's Jesus. Is he number 1? He's number 204.5. Who's number 1 then? Elvis Presley. He's ranked at number 10. Marilyn Monroe's been ranked 34. There's Barack Obama, as I said, in Hawaii. Look at this. It's amazing how detailed this is. So I will learn about some of the names I don't recognize. There is Ronaldo, but apparently he wasn't actually born mainland Portugal. Interesting. Oh, right. So we've got Adolf Hitler for Austria, as I predicted. And then Albert Einstein is also there. Winston Churchill is apparently most famous in the UK. And what about Ireland? Peter O'Toole. See, I have no idea who that is. He's a British actor from 1932 to 2013. I am surprised Bono's not there. Oscar Wilde comes up before Bono. That makes sense. Cillian Murphy too. Where's Bono? Bear Grylls was born in Northern Ireland. I didn't know that. Liam Neeson, also Irish, which I always forget. Bono was born in Dublin, Ireland, apparently. Well, let's have a scroll in and see if we can find him. Bram Stoker, the Dracula writer. Michael Gambon. Where is Bono? I didn't want to get so obsessed with Bono so early. He's not even that famous. Of course he's not showing up. Who was most famous in Sweden? Ingmar Bergman. He's a Swedish director and screenwriter. Alright, fair enough. Putin? Do you think he's going to be number 1 for Russia? Let's have a little scroll and zoom out. No, he is not. Vladimir Lenin comes up instead. Lenin is very famous, to be fair. They've not given him a picture. Kai, put a picture in, please. Osama bin Laden comes up. Where is that for? Which country? Saudi Arabia, okay. Nelson Mandela. J.R.R. Tolkien was born in Africa. What? He was born in South Africa? I had no idea. That's writer of Lord of the Rings. So it is specifically where they're born, not their nationalities, because J.R.R. Tolkien is English, but for whatever reason, he was born in South Africa. Freddie Mercury was also born in Africa. He was born in Tanzania. This is so interesting. I'm learning so much. Dalai Lama comes up for China. That makes a lot of sense. Aristotle. So yeah, that's going to be Greek. Is alive? Nope. Definitely not. There's the big fella himself. He was around from 384 to 322 BC. So yes, literally everyone in history is mentioned. But as you saw at the beginning of the video, if we zoom in, this map gets very, very specific. So I've zoomed into a tiny little town in middle of America, and Isaac McCunn comes up with notability rank 2.7 million. So not super notable. Can we click on him? Right, he was a politician from Alberta, Canada, back in 1935 to 1940. Okay, well, let's go a totally different area, and let's just zoom around. Charles L. Harness, an American science fiction writer. Here's some of his books that he wrote. God, I could look at this thing all day. There's just so many names. And obviously, when you get out to this height, you recognize basically everyone. Donald Trump, George Washington, Michael Jackson, Abraham Lincoln, Quentin Tarantino, Martin Luther King, Elvis Presley, Bill Clinton, Justin Timberlake, Selena Gomez. Why is Charles L. Harness still there? Charles, go away. We've moved on. It's just delightful to see where everyone was born. I know that Rihanna's from Barbados. She's got to be most famous. Yeah, there we go. We found her. Bob Marley, born in this island below Jamaica. Makes a lot of sense. Now, obviously, I want to find out Now, do I show up on this list? Because I am confident that I absolutely do not, but I'm hoping maybe I'll zoom in far enough, maybe I'll be there. I reckon there's probably no YouTubers on this though. So let's go back to real place names and we'll zoom in to the area that I was born, which was right up in the north of England, Bishop Auckland. Okay, so I know there are some famous people from Bishop Auckland. Stan Laurel is from Bishop Auckland. Here's a picture of Laurel and Hardy. We're a comedy act from like the start of the 20th century. So I'm confident he'll pop up. We've also got Shildon nearby. There was a lot of stuff to do with trains around that area. But yeah, let's reveal who we got. Henry Liddell comes up. Well, where's Stan Laurel? What did Henry Liddell do? Henry Liddell was a British classical scholar and administrator from 1811 to 1898. I'm more famous than Henry Liddell. Get Jack Sucks at Life on the list. How many YouTube subscribers did you have, Henry? Well, I'm devastated. We'll go specifically to the village that I was born in. Do I pop up? No, but some guy called David does. David was a footballer from the 40s. Doesn't even have a picture or anything. I want to pop up. Why do I not get to pop up? All right, let's zoom out. Let's see who's the most famous person from my area. So we have Mark Gatiss. So he was born in Sedgefield. Mark Gatiss, English people will probably recognize his face. He's a writer and actor. He's been in Doctor Who a few times. Total Biscuit. Total Biscuit was a YouTuber. He passed away, didn't he, in 2018? So there are YouTubers on the list. I was wondering if Rowan Atkinson would pop up. Rowan Atkinson, aka Mr. Bean. We're both from the same county in England. Alright, we'll zoom on out and have a look at some more notable names from different areas of the UK. Patrick Stewart, John Hurt, Ian McKellen. Where's Ian McKellen from? He's from Blackburn. I did not know that. Interesting. Margaret Thatcher comes up. Boo! Diana, Princess of Wales, Anne Boleyn. Such a wide variety of people. We have William Shakespeare and Harry Styles very near to each other. It's so cool to see where everybody originated from. Agatha Christie coming up. Christian Bale and Henry VII were both born in Wales. I did not know that. Vincent van Gogh coming up for Netherlands, obviously. Ludwig van Beethoven, Karl Marx. This is incredible to look at. There's just so much information to take in. Look at that. Da Vinci. We can zoom in on the specific area that Da Vinci is from. That is crazy. Notability rank 3. So is that number 3 in his own country, maybe? I'm assuming so. So if we have Total Biscuit on here, we presumably have PewDiePie somewhere as well. I assume he was born in Sweden, so let's see if we can find him, and then we'll see if we can find Mr. Beast afterwards. Okay, I cannot see him from this distance, so let's find specifically where he grew up. Gothenburg, Sweden, which is this area. Does he show up? Let's see. PewDiePie / Felix Schellberg. He's not there. Let's see if Mr. Beast shows up then, because he's from this area, I think. He was actually born in Kansas, even though he was raised in Greenville. So let's head over to Kansas, which I have lost. Where is Kansas? There it is. Okay. Interestingly, once again, I cannot see him. We do have Amelia Earhart, though, so let's give her a click. American aviation pioneer and author. First person to travel across the Atlantic Ocean by plane, I believe. There she is. Incredible. So yeah, there are definitely some discrepancies on people that are and are not included. The fact Mr. Beast and PewDiePie have not made the list makes me feel a bit better than not being on there. Let's go down to the Antarctic. There are apparently 3 people born on Antarctica, including Esteban Lorenzo Maradona. He was apparently a physician and naturalist, and it says he was born Argentina 1895. So I suppose this area perhaps counts as Argentina. Obviously, they're not that far away from each other. I wonder if this region is owned by Argentina. Where's another odd place we can go? Kylie Minogue down in Australia. Hugh Jackman, Heath Ledger. Definitely a lot more modern people coming up in Australia, and I suppose that's a reflection on the country being hundreds of years, if not thousands of years older than areas of Europe. You know, where we've got people like Homer and Plato and Archimedes popping up. Let's head back to America, because we're definitely getting a lot of really interesting names. Pamela Anderson was born... Oh, she was actually born in Canada. Then we've got Jimi Hendrix, Bing Crosby, Kurt Cobain, Clint Eastwood, John Steinbeck, Zac Efron, Marilyn Monroe, Will Ferrell, Cameron Diaz, Cher. They were all born in California. This is just the coolest little thing that I have ever wiggled about. I just love looking at it. Let's find somewhere really obscure. Yeah, Oceania. Oh, I like the look of this name. This sounds incredible. I would not know how to pronounce this fella's name, but he was the King of Tonga. He died in 2006. Well, that's crazy. He was the 5th longest reigning living monarch in the world. Right, we are deep in the Pacific Ocean here. I don't even know what island this is, but we found a guy called Michael, and I am clicking on him. It's Michael Burres, the French surfer. There he is, just having a great time by the waves. Where is he from? What country is this? I have have no idea. Oh, most famous Mongolian. Gotta be Genghis Khan, surely. Let's see. Genghis Khan, there he is. Right, most famous person in China. I think we saw Dalai Lama earlier, but we could also have Chairman Mao, maybe. Let's see. Dalai Lama's there. There's Chairman Mao as well. All right, most famous person from Japan would probably be one of the Japanese kings. We could also have the founder of Nintendo, maybe. Let's have a look. Hayao Miyazaki, Japanese animated film director. Moving on, we've got Jackie Chan, who was also born within China. M. Night Shyamalan down in India. Who is the most famous Indian? Gandhi makes a lot of sense. Fair enough. George Orwell? Where was George Orwell born? Who was he born? In India. British writer and journalist. There he is. All right, his father was a British official in the Indian civil service, so that makes sense. Yeah, we've definitely had a few surprises as we scroll about. Let's find another really obscure name. Oh, there is just nobody in this area of the Indian Ocean, but we do have Walter Hosey. Let's click on him. Canadian Admiral. They may have the picture wrong. He doesn't look like an admiral. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Oh, there's such a cool array of names. Pablo Picasso was born down at the bottom of Spain. Salvador Dali was born on the border of France and Spain. Saint Nicholas? Oh my god, we found Santa Claus born in Turkey. I knew that because it's a good bit of trivia for a Christmas quiz. 4th century Christian bishop and saint. Well, this fella up here is lonely. Look at him. He's born right in the middle of nowhere. Between kind of North America and Europe and Asia. Mexican politician. Why was he born up here? Well, my new goal is to get on this website. I'm not saying I want to be one of the big names. I want to be alongside David Carrick, the 1940s footballer. I've earned that, surely. Thank you very much for watching. I will leave a link to this beautiful website so you can browse it for yourself in the description. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you see any more interesting websites like this that you want me to take a look at, let me know, and I will see you later. Bye, bye, bye.